How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some scary videos that are found in the foul depths of the internet. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. These scary videos were uploaded to TikTok by Tristan8104, a creator who frequently shares footage of what he believes are ongoing paranormal encounters inside his home. In the first clip, the camera is fixed on the door to his bedroom. Slowly, the bedroom door opens on its own. There's no visible hand, no shadow passing by, and no one else in frame. After remaining open briefly, the door then begins to close again, just as slowly as if something has passed through and left the room. According to the poster, there's another detail that makes the moment even creepier. He claims that just before the door finishes closing, you can hear the sound of running. Light, quick footsteps that don't resemble those of an adult. Based on that, the TikToker suggests the presence might not be something elderly or malevolent. Instead, he believes it could be a childlike entity, pointing out that whatever is causing the activity seems playful rather than threatening. In his words, it appears to be having fun with us, and insists it doesn't feel mean-spirited. In the next clip, the TikToker is once again filming from inside his bedroom, but this time the focus shifts to the doorway of an adjacent room. In the caption, Tristan8104 explains that he stopped posting for several months, hoping the activity might calm down, but according to him, it never did. He says these moments happen sporadically, sometimes only once, other times several days in a row. He's careful to note that nothing feels aggressive, yet describes the experience as deeply disturbing and emotionally heavy over time. As the clip circulated, viewers began pointing out another unsettling detail. In the darkness beyond the moving door, some believe they can make out the faint outline of a ghostly figure standing just inside the room. Whether it's a trick of shadows, low light, or something far more unsettling, the suggestion of a presence watching silently from the darkness has left many viewers uneasy and wondering how long something like this can remain harmless. In a third video, the situation appears to escalate even further. This time, the TikToker hears a loud clanging noise echoing from elsewhere in the house and decides to investigate. As he moves toward the kitchen, the camera captures something deeply unsettling. One of the chairs suddenly moves on its own, sliding without anyone touching it. Moments later, another sound draws his attention. From down the hallway, what sounds like knocking can be heard, rhythmic and deliberate enough to feel intentional rather than accidental. In the caption, the poster explains that the video was recorded a few days earlier and shared as part of his ongoing documentation. He mentions that many viewers advised him to purchase devices such as an EMF detector and says he's now done so, promising to post future videos showing the results. In the comments, concern grows. Some viewers question why he hasn't left the house, given everything that's happened. Others urge him to pray, to keep lights on at all times, and to close doors when sleeping. Advice rooted in both fear and belief that whatever is happening may be growing bolder. So, do these clips show genuine paranormal activity? To see more scary videos, head over to Tristan8104's TikTok account and take a look for yourself. As always, there's a link in the description box below. Here's a series of creepy videos that left viewers genuinely shaken. Posted to TikTok by Just Living My Beth Life, also known as Beth, the first clip was captured just after she noticed her 3-year-old daughter, Poppy, waving to someone at the top of the dark staircase. Beth questions her gently, asking who she's talking to. Reluctantly, Poppy explains.
Can you tell Mummy who you were waving to?
No,
Why?
because I don't know who it is.
Okay, well, what did they look like?
She says that it's a girl who looks like her. When Beth asks if the girl is her friend, this is Poppy's response.
A girl.
It was a girl.
Yeah.
And what did they look like?
It looks like me.
Beth asks if the girl is mean.
Is she mean?
Yeah.
Then a male voice off camera asks a chilling question. What happens when you wave to her?
When you wave at her and blow her a kiss, does she wave back and blow kisses back?
No.
No.
What does she do when
What
you
does
blow
she
kiss?
do?
She just bites me.
Poppy responds simply, she bites me. While the video ends there, the story doesn't. In a follow-up, Beth sits on the same staircase and begins talking when something unexpected happens.
This was a cut on my nose from a few days ago that had healed, and it suddenly opened up and started bleeding the second that I started doing this video. You think I'd set this up?
A small cut on her nose, which had healed days earlier, suddenly reopens and starts bleeding heavily. She points out the timing. The bleeding starts the exact moment she begins discussing the activity on the stairs.
Sorry guys, I pretty much managed to make it stop. It was basically a little cut from a few days ago that I'd not touched for ages, and it was just like an obvious red dot. Suddenly as I sit on the stairs and talk about the activity that's been in the house, it opens up and just starts pouring with blood.
She then recounts what followed the original incident. Disturbed by what her daughter described, Beth began investigating the history of the house, researching previous occupants, and whether anyone had died there. The case drew so much attention that a well-known paranormal investigation team, GTI Investigations, made a special trip to her home after repeated public requests. Near the beginning of the investigation, a member of the team sets up a motion-sensitive toy car, hoping it might react if something unseen is nearby. As he places the car on the ground, the spirit box suddenly crackles to life.
Get a bit closer.
Is this yours? Play with me.
There we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we're picking up energy.
A voice comes through asking, "Is this yours?" Then, "Play with me."
Is this yours? Play with me.
There we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we're picking up energy. If it goes to the front of Slimer.
Ceremony. Close.
The team decides to photograph the staircase, hoping to capture evidence of the presence they believe has been appearing there.
Right, I'm going to take one now.
Stand at the top of the stairs, we'll take your photograph. Was there a knock up there?
Yeah, it was.
Suddenly, a banging sound echoes from the top of the stairs. One team member heads up to investigate, and that's when they notice something unsettling.
Okay, I'm going to come up.
Brian.
Right, whoa. Absolutely whoa.
What's happened?
Slimer's moved.
The toy car has moved from where it was placed. The investigation continues, this time with a focused spirit box session. During the session, a chilling voice is captured.
Why are you...
Something Poppy was that?
No, I know exactly what that just said. You know, might turn off.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Guys, send that screen recording to us right now to Adam. Adam Oakley _.
Poppy said.
I think it said, the young one saw me.
A voice comes through which the team believes says, "The young one saw me." Later in the investigation, the team records footage of what appears to be a ghostly figure standing in the upstairs bathroom. They note that the figure is adult-sized, filling the doorway and standing taller than the sink. Beth later revealed that her case also attracted the attention of Unexplained Caught on Camera, a Discovery Channel series that documents real people experiencing phenomena that defy easy explanation. Producers approached her, filmed inside her home, and documented her story in full. Her episode aired as Season 4, Episode 5, bringing the haunting into the mainstream.
They came to my house and did an entire day of filming to find out my side of the story in person, to film around my house.
Since then, Beth says the activity has largely stopped. She thoroughly blessed the house and prayed, saying she didn't want anything harmful present with her daughter living there. According to Beth, the atmosphere in the home feels completely different now. Calmer, lighter, and no longer oppressive. And while she remains cautious, she believes whatever once caused the disturbances no longer has a hold on her family.
So I'm in the bathroom right now.
This next scary video was posted to TikTok by user It's Simon Official, a hotel security guard who says he has been experiencing increasingly disturbing encounters while working alone during night shifts.
I'm hearing like shuffling sounds outside the door. And I didn't put the camera.
The clip begins inside a bathroom. He explains that he can hear shuffling sounds just outside the door, even though no one should be nearby. As he prepares to step out, a loud bang slams against the door.
I'm hearing like shuffling sounds outside the door. And I didn't put the camera.
He immediately rushes out to investigate, but as you can see, there is no one there.
Bro, what the
2 weeks pass when the activity appears to escalate. He says he's certain he just heard a woman talking. Once again, he looks around, but the facility appears to be empty, just like before. That's when this happens.
I swear to God, I heard like a woman talking in here.
A woman's voice says, "Get out."
I swear to God, I heard a woman talking. What the
The guard immediately panics, refusing to stay in the room any longer.
No, I'm not doing that.
But the encounters don't stop there. In a later video, the guard is walking up a staircase when he hears what sounds like disembodied footsteps. It sounds as though something invisible is running towards him.
Hello?
The final creepy clip takes place in a connected restaurant area attached to the hotel. The guard explains that the door has been found wide open on multiple occasions, and co-workers have reported seeing lights turning on and off inside when the building should be empty. He decides to investigate the attic area above the restaurant.
I'm over at the restaurant right now that's connected to our hotel. The door's been wide open. And they said they've seen lights going on and off in here.
He calls out and receives a chilling response.
Attic area. Very, very narrow stairs, and I just smashed my head on this pipe.
A ghostly voice says, "Get out." Then something seems to grab him.
Oh my God. There's no one here. There's no one here. I'm Nope. Okay, I'm out.
Do these scary videos show evidence of a real hotel haunting? Many viewers urged the guard to heed the voices and leave immediately, warning that whatever was behind the activity could grow increasingly aggressive if ignored.
Oh my God.
This next creepy video was uploaded to TikTok by elkakui.tv and was reportedly filmed just after midnight inside a neighborhood park.
Fui a dejar a mi hijo a la casa por seguridad. Son las 12 de la noche. No hay nadie absolutamente en este parque.
According to the man filming, his son had been playing there moments earlier when the child suddenly told him he could hear a little girl crying. Yet the park appeared to be completely empty. Alarmed, the man took his son home for safety and returned shortly after to search the area. He was unable to find anyone until he looked toward a nearby tree. Take a look at what he captured on camera.
Yo no sé si alguien está haciendo una broma de mal gusto de verdad, pero ahí, ya, ¿sí ven? Hay como un cuerpecito.
In the branches is what appears to be a small figure, roughly child-sized. As he approaches, he begins speaking softly, addressing the figure as if it's a frightened child. He says he'll take it to the police station, then the figure moves.
¿Qué persona tendría el descaro de esta manera, si es que esto es real?
The moment it does, the man panics. He screams, turns, and runs from the park as fast as he can, the camera shaking violently as he escapes.
Ay, mi gente, al parecer se ve que tiene su carita como manchada, no sé qué tenga. Ay, güey, no mames.
Viewers were left divided. Some believe it could be a prank, a doll, or someone hiding in the tree. Others pointed out the timing, the empty park, the child hearing cries before the figure was noticed, and the man's genuine terror when it moved. Many said the reaction didn't look staged. It looked instinctive.
Yo no sé si alguien está haciendo una broma de mal gusto de verdad. Su carita como manchada, no sé qué tenga. Ay, güey, no mames.
Whatever the truth is, one thing is clear. The man didn't stick around long enough to find out who or what was lurking in the tree.
Manchada, no sé qué tenga. Ay, güey, no mames.
On January 26, 2021, young mother Robin Montgomery uploaded a video of her 1-year-old daughter, Avery. The caption explained that it was originally meant to be a light-hearted moment, a joke about how mums can't even go to the bathroom alone. There was no one else in the house and her daughter was not wearing makeup or a mask. The poster uploaded the video asking viewers to tell her what they see. At one point in the video, some viewers believe Avery appears to be lifted slightly off the ground, as if something unseen is raising her. Others focused on the child's face, insisting it looked altered in ways they couldn't explain. Then came the audio. Multiple commenters claimed they could hear a hissing sound. Others suggested the child looked like a zombie, claiming it is actually a mimic or evil spirit. Some were so concerned they urged Robin to get her daughter and leave the house immediately, convinced that whatever appeared on camera wasn't her child at all. So what was really captured in that moment? A trick of perspective, audio artifacts, or something far more disturbing? While this video was originally meant to be harmless, it has now become one of the most unsettling clips many viewers say they've ever seen. Often described as Brazil's Roswell, the Varginha UFO case refers to a dense cluster of sightings, encounters, and alleged cover-ups that erupted in Varginha in January 1996. What makes the case so enduring isn't a single dramatic moment, but the sheer number of paranormal elements that appeared to interlock. Lights in the sky, close-range creature encounters, military secrecy, hospital involvement, unexplained illness, and long-term witness trauma. In the days leading up to the most famous encounter, multiple residents reported seeing unusual lights moving erratically in the sky. Witnesses described glowing objects that changed direction abruptly, descended at sharp angles, or hovered silently. Some accounts claim one object appeared to lose control and descend rapidly toward the outskirts of the city, suggesting a crash or forced landing. The most iconic moment occurred on January 20th, 1996, when three young women encountered what they described as a small, non-human creature crouched near a wall. Their descriptions, given independently, shared unsettling similarities. The creature was said to have a disproportionately large head, reddish or glowing eyes, brown or oily skin with an unnatural texture, 3 distinct bumps or ridges on the head, and a posture that seemed weak or injured. The women reportedly fled in terror, later telling family they had seen the devil. What makes the encounter stand out is how physical it was. Not a distant shape or fleeting shadow, but something observed at close range. Later details added by other witnesses include a strong ammonia or sulfur-like odor, often associated in folklore with non-human entities or biological contamination. Soon after the sighting, reports spread of firefighters, police, and Brazilian military vehicles moving rapidly through the city. Witnesses claimed to see covered objects transported in trucks, roadblocks established, and restricted access near hospitals and military facilities. From a paranormal perspective, this is where the story escalates from a frightening encounter into an alleged retrieval operation. Believers argue that authorities captured one or more beings, possibly injured, and removed them for containment and study. Officials denied this, insisting all activity was routine. One of the most disturbing paranormal aspects involves local hospitals. Doctors and staff later claimed, often anonymously, that unusual patients or materials were brought in under heavy security. Some accounts describe non-human biological characteristics, unusual smells, and strict orders not to discuss what was seen. The most chilling claim involves Marco Eli Cheriz, a soldier who allegedly handled a captured creature without protective equipment. He later died from a severe infection. Official explanations attribute his death to natural causes, but believers see it as evidence of biological contamination linked to the encounter. Several witnesses reported lingering effects after the incident: nausea, intense fear, recurring nightmares, and a sense of being watched. Paranormal researchers often point out that such reactions mirror those reported in close encounter cases worldwide, where proximity to alleged non-human entities leads to lasting trauma. The original 3 women reportedly struggled for years with anxiety and unwanted attention, reinforcing the idea that the event had a profound psychological impact. Firefighters, medical staff, and military personnel later claimed they were warned not to speak publicly. Whether this was genuine intimidation or social pressure, it fed the belief that something extraordinary had occurred and was being hidden. Over time, the incident merged with Brazilian folklore. In Varginha itself, the case became part of local identity. UFO imagery appeared across the city, including a water tower nicknamed the Flying Saucer. Rather than fading, the legend entrenched itself. Interest reignited decades later through documentaries such as Moment of Contact, directed by James Fox, which focused on first-hand testimony and the possibility of a genuine non-human encounter. In 2025, Brazil revisited the case with O Mistério de Varginha, framing it as both a paranormal mystery and a cultural phenomenon. Skeptics argue the entire story stems from misidentification, fear, and sensationalism. They point to a local man allegedly mistaken for a creature and note that many paranormal details emerged years later. Believers counter that too many independent accounts, too much official activity, and too many unanswered questions remain for the case to be dismissed outright. The questions that continue to haunt the Varginha case are simple yet persistent. Why were so many military and emergency vehicles reportedly deployed across the city? Why do accounts from hospital staff continue to surface despite repeated official denials? And why have key witnesses stood by their stories for decades, even in the face of ridicule and skepticism? And perhaps most unsettling of all, if nothing truly unusual occurred, why does the incident still inspire fear, debate, and fascination nearly 30 years later? Here's a scary piece of security footage uploaded to TikTok by Jay Jessica that's left viewers deeply unsettled. When the homeowner checked their security camera, they saw this. The man looks straight into the camera, holding eye contact as if acknowledging that the homeowner is watching. He then turns his attention to the door and tries the handle, attempting to open it. When that fails, his focus returns to the camera. His movements are slow and unhurried, suggesting confidence rather than panic. After lingering for a while, he steps back and waves goodbye to the camera before leaving. Several people noted what appears to be a crudely drawn moustache on his face. Whether this was meant as a disguise or a taunt is unclear, but it did little to conceal his identity. In fact, commenters pointed out that he made almost no effort to hide who he was at all. If you want to see more scary videos just like this, then hit that subscribe button and flip on all channel notifications. That way you'll always know when we drop our spooky, scary skeletons. This creepy image was posted to Reddit by user BladAttack27, who says they work for a large fire department in Florida. According to the post, the photo was taken inside a cluttered house where two elderly residents had passed away. When first responders arrived, the scene was heavily engulfed in fire. The photograph itself was captured hours later after crews had finished removing equipment. On the far wall, multiple handprints can be seen clearly marked. None of them overlap, and every single one appears to be from a left hand. The prints look intentionally placed rather than random, spaced out in a way that suggests control rather than chaos. The poster added that it would have been extremely difficult for anyone to access that wall due to the amount of clutter in the home. That detail alone raised eyebrows. In the comments, explanations quickly emerged. Some suggested the prints may have been left during the original construction or installation of the wall, possibly by workers handling the materials. Yet others weren't convinced. Several pointed out the uniformity of the prints, the lack of overlap, and the fact that every print is left-handed, something they say would be highly unusual if it were accidental or the result of routine work. The context adds an unsettling layer. 2 deaths, a fire-damaged home, and marks that seem placed rather than smeared or chaotic. So what made those handprints? Whatever the answer is, the image continues to spark debate. Well, that's it. That's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more scary videos, then check out those links right there. Remember to leave us some comments down below. We love seeing your feedback. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.